We have seen these two being at loggerheads for a very long period of time over the 500 million that Mpuuga received as a commissioner of parliament. And Mobwine disagreed and they asked him to apologize.
Yes.
And he refused to apologize. And, so there has been a back and forth push and pull between the two. So yesterday, I don't know who was in charge of the seating arrangements. However, you saw
those people.
At the Kabaka's birthday mass.
Yes.
As he marked 70 years. So Mpuuga sits right next to Bobby Wine and you can feel the unease between the two of them.
He was like this.
But at a certain point, they were even talking and smiling, it seemed like they were reconciling. And then outside, people were asking, "Wait, what happened?" Like Bobby Wine, does this mean that people are now in good terms? Are you now badez? Because we saw you in church sitting together and chatting. And Bobby Wine had that to say.
Mwena ze mwalaba ate natasitereza eyo nsonga lwaki twamubuza ku mirimu era ne tweyongera eri esula twagigalawo dda ne tweyongerayo nende tulina mpala nayo naye just ne tukola naye kubanga yava yetumaliriza.
Leadership is funny because anything you say there, anything that is off is used against you.
Yeah.
Because you see people are expecting you to incite something like, oh, yeah, and then but symbol it out. So, I mean, the fact that he's just gotten, off guard and they ask him something like that.
No, he knew they would ask him. At a certain point, he knew that. But the question is, what were they talking about?
Definitely.
We're talking about family. Well, how is your family? How is Babi and the kids? What was the conversation?
These are people that used to work together.
Or were they playing to the gallery? Was it real?
You know what they say about politics? Kasajja gwondetera nango mpulira bwetutu naye
So, but anyway, I think people are allowed to be friends as politicians. But not agree on certain things. So you're allowed not to agree on certain things. That when it comes to official business, my party or the way I view things in terms of policy and everything else, I will not be your friend. But when it comes to asking how is family or that this is a bigger occasion that has brought us together, I mean, we should be able to just say a word or two.
I was listening to one of these podcasts about this guy who was talking about Madiba Mandela. He was imprisoned for 27 years. And when he comes back from, 27 years.
Yes, very long time.
One of the things that people don't know is that mutabani wa Mandela yafanga Mandela achali mukomera. And then he requested to go and bury. It's like, okay, because it's culture, something like that, South Africa. Nagamba baneka ngende nziko mwana mompelekera, at least I bury my child and then you bring me back to Rhode Island. And this is what they told him. We can allow you to go and bury your child, only son, by the way, omukuru.
Oh my God.
And then only under one condition, if you accept and you stand down for your cause. No gamba binombi lesebana itubiveko batukala.
That's a test of integrity.
He said no and he didn't bury his son.
Oh, man.
But when he came out, when he was president, one of his immediate people, secretaries, was a white person.
I actually, there's people who still call Mandela to death. Some people believe that he's not a hero.
Exactly.
Because when he came out,
he
the
was
people
working
that
with white people,
persecuted him are the ones that he sided with.
Exactly.
But for him, he was looking at a bigger picture.
Thank you. So that's what, as a leader, you're going to be tested in all those fronts. But how do you treat people that you disagree with? Exactly.
That's very true.
What else do we have happening?
Well, now we go to Mubende. MP Kagabo.
Oh, yeah.
This is an MP for the National Unity Platform, but he's also at loggerheads with the party. And based on the 40 million cash that was distributed, I think it was around 2022. That 40 million that he returned to Mpuuga's office, and then when he returned the money, Mpuuga told him take it back where it came from. But he said he ever since then he has been at loggerheads with his party, the NUP. Now this man was yesterday invited at the NRM parliamentary caucus, not meeting but function. It was like a rally that he was invited at. So they asked him to come and speak to the people of Mubende. So when he gets on the stage, he talks about the developments that he has seen. I see good roads. I see maybe hospitals and all that. And he was thanking the people of Mubende for voting an NRM candidate or person to represent them and not NUP. And then he went on to say, it is good you didn't vote NUP because NUP has become a disease, quote unquote. That's what he said. It has become a disease. So
it's right there. Can you imagine?
Now, the NRM guys who had come for the function got annoyed with him and started yelling from the the crowd and stating that he should leave, forcing him off the stage, and that is how he was chucked off the stage for insulting the NUP at an NRM.
Never mind. We are already having a taste, a feel of what 2026 is going to feel like when it comes to elections.
However, I want people, I would like leaders who represent the bigger picture as compared to petty quarrels and thefts and threats or arguments, whatever. Because if you're coming on the stage and you're talking about, you're playing the party game, at the end of the day you're not helping the people. Let them see the development that you have, but do not say I'm glad you didn't vote so and so because so and so is, you understand. Let people see what is being done, and
there is
be able
this
to make
English
a choice.
saying that goes, if all wishes were horses
then beggars would ride.
If all wishes were horses, would have leaders like what you have, or like what you would desire. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Gatumalizo chali kugagwirawo ziri 15 ezakavako ku 5 ezamacha agolunaku olwaleero. We keep you updated, but remember that more stories ziri ku kitimba www.galaxyfm.co.ug.
So in Katikamu Wovulenzi this morning, where there's a woman who threatened to tear off the iron sheets of her house that belongs to her and her husband after they had a fight over chicken. Over a chicken. Hey.
Hold on. So how do the chicken have to do with the iron sheets?
Now, the man asked her to leave. The husband in question is called Kirambira. That's the hubby. And the wife, well, she's Mama, I think Mama Innocent, something like that.
Mama Ino.
Mama Ino. It's not a need for swag.
That's how we call them, Mama Ino.
So what happens is Mama Ino had relatives come over. Her relatives come over last week to visit. And the hubby was not doing so fine. So he asked her, she has been having her chicken that she's rearing. She's starting her small business. So the hubby tells her, your visitors have come, but I am not able to host them properly. You have some chicken there. Please slaughter it. I'll refund you the money next week. You'll buy another chicken. So she waited. Saturday, she asked the husband for money. Sunday, she asked the husband for money. So yesterday is when the husband said, I don't have money to give you for chicken you slaughtered for your relatives who came to my house. You should be able to be understanding.
Around there. It's been a minute since I bought a chicken.
Like an actual live chicken.
A live one.
Between 25 to 25,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the price.
No,
what happens is
yes.
No, what happens is today, this morning, the woman said, if you do not
give me my money
to buy my chicken, I am going to leave this place. And when I'm leaving this house of yours, I'm going with my iron sheets because you are being an insensitive man.
So she said I contributed
to the iron sheets of this house.
Can you imagine?
Ngatwale over chicken. If you want us to argue over chicken, let me leave with my iron sheets and go and find my own level. So that was the fight that the couple had. And by the time press time this morning, they were still having fights and asking for the LC to come and intervene in their situation, because the man was saying, you are a very disrespectful woman who does not understand when the man doesn't have money, and you're blowing things out of proportion by saying you want to leave because I told you I don't have money, and I told you I can't pay for the chicken you slaughtered for your relatives.
Can you imagine?
So who is right and who's wrong?
No, it's character. You see,
whose character are we talking about?
The woman's character.
What about the man?
The man, does he have money?
Because lying is also character, is also bad.
What do you mean lying?
Lying can be in bad faith.
What do you mean?
Henry,
Pamela, did you eat the chicken or you didn't? Did your
What was the agreement before I slaughtered this chicken?
Aren't we partners?
No, partners, you need to be very honest with me.
That I don't have money?
Hey, tell me from the start that Gundi, your relatives are here, I don't have money, and I won't even be able to pay you. Your woman's relatives are your relatives.
I'm in a relationship with you, not your clan, tribe, and whatever.
Okay, no, she blew things out of proportion by saying,
okay, how can you compare? Honestly, how can you compare a chicken?
Hey.
Nkoko y'emitwalo ebiri n'amabaati.
Ati mabaati gage.
Ennyumba bulijjo asula mu yani. Bulijjo asula mu bbanga.
Yeah, it's their house.
Yeah.